All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, legends. Welcome back to another live stream. Let's jump into it. Let me make sure. Let me let the legends know on the Discord that we're good to fly. And then let's make it happen. I hope you all are having an incredible Friday. V4 coming out later on today. Excited about that. And yeah, legends. Welcome back to another live stream. You all are having Friday. V4 coming out later on today. Cool. Excited about that. Just want to make sure that we got the stream looking good, and it definitely looks like we are rocking and rolling here. Welcome back, legends. Welcome back to another live stream. For those that do not know, we review all the trades fired away from Excelsius AI through our service known as Miracle, the first ever pay-as-you-gain subscription service, signal subscription service, where your subscription is 100% dictated by the performance of the trades that are sent. If the trades are good, we will continue your membership. If the trades are not good, we will pause your membership, make an adjustment on our end, get you back in the green, and move from there. And so, nonetheless, legends, we're going to be taking a look at all the trades that we did fire away at from Wednesday onwards. That was the last stream, from the 4th to the 6th. Pretty decent activity. I will say that this is probably our bumpiest of weeks in context to volatility, losses, everything as a whole. That is a-okay. That is all right. That is part of the game. It is expected. But yeah, let's jump into it all. So from the Forex side of things, I thought that we performed really good. Again, it's been our most consistent market across the board. We only took one loss this week on the FX side. That was, again, really, really solid performance. The indices, we saw a little bit more volatility from the US 30 side. Commodity, same thing. And then cryptos and stocks are pretty good as a whole. So, And I say a little bit different. It's not like, again, the results were drastically different, right? One loss here, one loss there. It's not like anything crazy, but in context to what we've been going through. And additionally as well, it's just, again, really good for you guys to see environmentally as things go on, how we make adjustments as a whole, and what goes on from there. And so let's jump into it, legends. The week was good overall. I don't have full stats right now, but I know FX was really good. Indices not the best this week. Crypto was good. Commodities was good. And stocks were good as well. Moving in from the 4th onwards, legends. So we'll take a look from the 4th, 5th, and 6th. We did review the Euro USD trade that was fired away on the 4th. So we'll start with USD JPY here, and we'll go in and we'll start from there. You guys see the V4 top left hand corner coming out soon. Come on now, legends, launching today. You know the business. Okay, on the 5th we start with USD JPY. Going into it, taking sells here, 143.076 at 2:30 in the morning. Right. So right around 143.076. So actually a little bit earlier. How much earlier? I don't really know. Wednesday into Thursday. So kind of like right around here. All right, let me get my drawing tool out. Ooh, almost clicked on that V4 status right there, legends. Not yet. All right, let's jump into it. So first signal since our last stream that we had, USD JPY. Again, FX was definitely and has been our best performing market as a whole. And again, that's just because we have the most strategies on them. But Excited to see as that time goes on how that changes, but FX has just been really, really consistent for us across the board. Entry within here, a little bit of drawdown initially, but we can just see a continued movement at some point, so really smooth on there. That was the first entry, 143.076, and then around 8:30 in the morning, I'm going to zoom right around here. Yep, we had another entry that did pop out. And that entry was at 142.959, so that's sitting right around this region as well. And then did we have, yeah, and then we just kept teeing off, and then we had one more signal that actually came out. Oh yeah, Legend, this is a great example to review here. Little hedge of a situation here. Let's take a look real quick. So get this, Excelsius, first time it does that in the miracle play. Takes a little sell, 143.076. And then, no, sorry, 142.959. And then we get short-term buy in the sell at 143.79 right here, okay? We get this quick pop, boom, TPs, takes care of business. And then we're still in the sell, and then continues downwards. Excelsius came out and competed. It took the sell, it took the buy, it took it all. Held down the fort. Tokyo Drift, drifted around the entire market. Shout out to Tokyo Drift, one of the strategies we have. So that was UJ. No losses on USD JPY across the board. Not much I can say about that. We had a really cool trade here where we did have a little bit of a hedge setup overall. But yeah, took the sell pretty smooth, and then we got the buy. Yeah, so can't say much. We did have, like I said, again, from Wednesday into Friday, from the last stream we did have 1, 2, 3 more UJ trades starting at that 143.076 handle, somewhere within here, and then we just continued downwards. And so shout out to those that did get involved in these trades. Super smooth in that regard. Not much else I can say on there. That was the FX side for UJ. And then we did just have recently a Euro USD trade that did fire away. Again, FX has been our most consistent pair. We did take a Euro USD trade earlier in the week, which we did win. And then we did have another one here recently that did just give us a sell strategy. Let's talk about just where that buy was real quick. Oh, my drawing tool is available. Hello. And then we'll go back into the sell. The buy here initially on that Wednesday was 110.685. 110.685. So somewhere within here we did have, so if we zoom out a little bit here, we did have, I should just keep my favorite tool without Legend. I'm sorry. This is what happens, and I've noticed this too, is that it seems like when I stream, and also the other problem too is that because I run a lot of the softwares are all just running in the background as well, working on my own cloud base, but anyways, yeah, that is the reason for why my computer goes through these huge lag phases. It's kind of like really annoying and really frustrating in that regard, but yeah, not much I can do about it right now. I gotta just spend the time and actually go and upgrade the internal guts of it all. But anyways, let's talk about the trade real quick here. We did get that initial one here, 110.685. Nice, smooth, continued movement, really smooth for that initial Euro play. And then recently we did just signal a Euro sell within here. Stops are above this previous point within here, so definitely looking for that correction to look for that continued movement to the downside, which is the same within here. For those that might say, well, the candle color hasn't changed yet. It's probably just on a different setting. If I do go in, oh, you thought I was going to click on the V4? Not yet. Not yet, Legend. It's not ready. Well, it is ready. It's done. I mean, it's just going to launch later on this evening. But if we just change this to a more of a lightning or swift type of thing, you'll definitely see just an immediate change in context to conditions as a whole. And yeah, again, probably, with Swift would probably give a lot more of a cleaner look. But yeah, again, we are in this sell. Shout out to those that did take the buy. Nice super smooth plays on Euro. Not much else. I guess it's not entirely changed from that standpoint. But anyways, do get a really nice two-part play here. This one initially moved, I don't know, from 110.68 up as to a high as like 111.54. Obviously, I don't know if you would have made that fully, because if you're managing your stops, you might have gotten taken out. My big rule of thumb, and I always tell all the legends this that are part of Miracle, is just that if you do want to run your trades at TP2, TP3, make sure you do shove stops to break even. You never want a winner to turn into a loser. Not much else I can say about that. For the legends that have been a part of Miracle now for a good amount of time, you'll see that when trades, for the most part, when strategies are coming out, because of the way we've built them, if they're going to hit, they're going to hit. Otherwise, we're going to go into the gold situation. I just hit TP, and that was in some pretty decent drawdown. But, if from what we've seen so far, like if trades are going to take an L, they usually just go straight into drawdown, and then they happen to, just get taken out. But yeah, that's kind of just been the way it is. There's no fight, there's just no fight right now, which is fine, right? Like that's how I would want it, right? Like if I'm going to win or lose, just let me know. Don't move my emotions around, But that concludes the FX side. Super smooth. And not much more I can say about that. Just really consistent trading across the board. Yeah, really, really good. Indices, bumpy. Only with one pair in particular. I am really excited, by the way, because indices will be getting a whole new overhaul into these next coming weeks. We're going to have a lot more of intraday status. We have a couple more pairs that we're covering now, UK 100, the GER and all the others as well. And so very, very excited about kind of where indices is headed. But this week was definitely a little bit of a bumpier week for us, to say the least. Let's just jump into just the one indices that we are firing away at. And it's just because, again, obviously market conditions are turning right now. That's what we're just seeing in its entirety. So from the 4th onwards, we had that one US 30. We had two more US 30 trades that were fired away, and then one loss that did come, unfortunately, after. And so, yeah, again, you might be like, I think, you're being a little bit too hard on yourself in that regard. But it's like, listen, when you're used to a 94% success rate, and a loss starts coming in a little bit more infrequently, guess what we got to do? Bench the strategy. Bench it. Because in the end of the day, it's like, what are you doing? Not competing. If you're not going to hold down the fort, it's time for you to go. So, but anyways, just having fun with it. US 30, let's start off. On the buys here, 40.88 was the initial on Wednesday here. So we did have this initial play that we did get. Super smooth, short term to the upside. And be mindful, right? And this is a great example as well of just why I talk about all the time. Not every trade is meant to have that extended duration. It all depends on what is being allowed from that higher time frame environment. And so, yeah, I mean, again, you get a really smooth play on here. Not much you can say about that. And then you get another entry yesterday at 40. Where was this? This was Thursday. So I'm going to assume, moving into here, we get this other entry at 40.991. So 40.991 has to be like 40. No, a little bit higher. Yeah, so like right around here. We get this really small push. Got that as well. And then the last trade that fired away at was a buy this morning at 41.049. No, sorry. Yesterday. And then we had a 41.049, which I'm going to assume is this puppy. Around 9:29 in the morning, so 41.04. No. Had to be within here. Yeah, because it was nested yesterday. Yep. So then this is the last trade within here. So we do get that initial buy, and then we get another one, and then we get taken out, unfortunately. So US 30 is definitely going to be going back into the lab. That is 100%. Got the notification earlier today from our systems. Profitability has changed, and that's what we do. Really cool thing about how you go about managing strategies. If strategies start to become unprofitable, if they start to decay, that's expected. And just really simply, right, you're just going to go ahead and make adjustments accordingly. As a whole, I'm just taking a look at environmentally real quick. I think Dow was attempting to hit an all-time high like literally a couple of days ago. This is the first week where we're getting any type of significant pullback. And so we'll see, because again, you got to kind of treat these movements as really short term in the basis, because again, market in its entirety is grand. So you might get one pullback for a continued movement. The question is, how long is this continued movement going to hold for before, right, you do look for that continued leg once more. So nonetheless, though, we shall see. Market for the moment is in fact failing to get above its previous highs. That obviously does stress something. So we'll see what happens as a whole. But yeah, US 30, Wall Street wave happened to be getting a little bit more beat up than we would like it to. And so we shall see what happens moving forward. Indices, though, are going to be getting a whole new revamp in a couple of weeks, so I'm very excited about that. Cryptos, legends, cryptos. Really cool. We had gotten a chance to see some new characters unlocked this week in the crypto space, legends. XRP USD, obviously, Ripple Rush has been holding down the fort for us. And then we had the Ether and Satoshi Spark make an appearance. Super cool. BTC USD and ETH USD did come out as of yesterday. And we had XRP. We had the trifecta coming in. So as of yesterday, we had those three. We had one Ripple that came out today. Let's go into the ETH trade initially that we did have here. First sell on ETH was 23.72 on the 5th, right around 12 p.m. So let's take a look on the hourly. Just can't see anything here. Okay, and let's take a look real quick. Thursday. 23.72. So right around here. Okay. First signal we did come out with, super smooth. Can't say much about it, right? Just really, really smooth. I think our stops, this is a really good trade too. Our stops are at 24.14. So right around here. Tight stops. Really nice continued movement. Shout out to those that did get involved in this play within here. Not much else you can really say about that, right? Market is descending in its entirety. And so you're just looking for those continued legs like we have been having. And that's simply just what we saw, a continued leg of it in its entirety. And so shout out to those that did get involved in ETH. This was the first one that did come out. And then we did have BTC USD that did in fact make an appearance as well, which was really great. First that we've seen here since launching Miracle. So that was really cool too. And BTC's initial entry was at 56.02. So that again, we can see roughly right around, I believe, in here. Thursday the 12th, 56.02. Stops were at 57.344. So really nice trade within here. And then we can just see a continued leg to the downside, very similar to ETH's structure. Market is descending, and so very simple, just continued movement. Shout out to those that did get involved in this. First ETH and BTC plays available. Rock and roll. Last but not least, on the crypto side, we did have XRP USD also make an appearance, so that was really great too. XRP USD did just send a signal today, and we got in at 52.63, so just right around here, and just a straight push straight to TP. So shout out to those that did get involved. That literally just came out maybe an hour ago. 52.263 straight down. No, 52.63, sorry, straight down into TP. So yeah, All three cryptos are really good. Not much else I can say about that this week. 3 for 3 this week on cryptos. Indices so far, just to kind of tally it up for you legends, we have sent out 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 for 2 on the indices side. Like I said, that was definitely more of our bumpier week. FX, we have fired away at how many this week? Again, a lot of activity, of course. We had one. Did the week start on the second? Let me double check. On the first, yeah, okay. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, you know, at a 12 FX side, at 13, 12, 1, 1 loss, or 11, 1, 1 loss, and 1 is still running. Indices 2 for 2, crypto 2 out of 4, and then crypto 3 for 3. So like I said, a little bit bumpier for us, but as a whole, just really smooth and just really good trading. So moving on to the commodity side, we definitely saw some action in there. We did see Silver Surfer come out, which was great, and we sent 1, 2, 3, 4 signals on the commodity side. And anything else on, let's see, no, yeah, 5. We have 1. Wow, we really attacked silver a lot. Holy smokies, we attack silver like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6 on silver plays this week. And then that gold play also did, in fact, take profit too. So let's take a look at that gold trade real quick, and then we will collectively together go look at just all the action that we had done on silver. So gold did finally TP. We were initially caught here last week within our entry. Whoops. Don't know what just happened there. Oh, that's the delete button. That's why. My bad. So gold last week, we did get caught in here, unfortunately, and we did have to deal with all of this drawdown. But we did eventually TP, which was great. We did come back, and we can see as of this morning, price did attempt to create an all-time high, just simply wicked into the others. And then, of course, arguments are going to stand. If price fails to break this high, then, of course, we can expect that continued drop, and that is precisely what had happened. So that was great, though, just to see you legends, show you legends again, right? How smooth it is in context to the trading as a whole, why it's important, again, just to really commit to the models that we have a fixed risk percentage on it as a whole, because it's really about trading the data of what the model is producing and nothing more. It's really everything in that regard. So that was gold, though. Not much else we can say about that. Just very smooth trading as a whole. And I say smooth in context to just, again, it's not like we had that much of a duration in context of the drawdown 1 week, and that wasn't really that much, in my opinion. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about that. It's just, again, about respecting the model's data and really committing in that regard. And then silver, we teed off on a lot. So let's talk about it. From the 4th year at 10 p.m., so roughly around 20 o'clock here, 28.31 was the first signal that was fired away, so kind of right around within here. And that did, in fact, TP, which is great. I just want to show all the signals real quick. And then yesterday, 28.70. So first entry was in here, right? And then second entry, 28.70. So we take the next entry above here. And then 28.91, we just teed off on this right around here. And then 28.97 as well in here. And we got all of these legs. We got all of these legs. So that was really smooth as a whole. Not much more I can say about that. We got just 4 legs on there. And then we also had another one that was fired away in the precision column. And that was fired away at 4 a.m. yesterday, 28.40. And that, I'm going to assume, was right around the same time of when we had fired away at some of these others as well. So those are really good signals overall, because I think those were just pretty frequent, and I really like how frequent those came out. So shout out to those that did take advantage, did get involved in these silver strategies. Not much more I can say about that. We teed off. And then last but not least, we do have the stock market side and the equity side. We performed for sure. We had sent out 2 strategies, 2 more Electric Dreams, Tesla, 2 more plays on that side, and that did work out really well for us. We did have, let's see here, I gotta fix this lag. I'm gonna fix it for next stream. 2020, 1.5, and 2029. Okay, let's take a look here real quick. First signal was sent on the 4th, 2020, 1.5, and then the second signal was the 2029. So I'm going to assume somewhere in here. And then we did get the next push. So we got 1 here, and we did get the second one in here. So shout out to those that did get involved on these trades as well. Just really short-term type of plays. We could try to drop down to the 15 real quick. And you can just see, again, this happened to happen just when market opened. And then this was a really short-term play as a whole. But not much more I can just say about that, except just 2 really smooth plays on Tesla. And overall, just really good trading in context to the equity market. We're going to be really seeing an increase in strategies there as well, which I'm really excited for. Just really excited for all the stuff that we got coming out. But yeah, really smooth trading as a whole. It was just kind of more around, when I look at the